Hey everyone, welcome back to Thistle Hill Farmstead. Today I've got a little chore to do on my wife's Lexus GX460. This is a 2016 model and she has a reverse light that is out. So I'm going to replace that bulb and actually both bulbs with some LED bulbs that I got off of Amazon and saw somebody on another video use, and they looked like they were really good. So let's do it. Here are the bulbs I'm going to use, and I will put a link to these in the description of this video, but I'll do a little close-up on the part number here. And these are two LED bulbs that I'm going to use to replace the regular backup bulbs on our Lexus. So here's our issue. You see I've got it in reverse. I've got one light that's working and one light that's not. So let's go ahead and see if we can get that replaced. All right, to replace the bulb here, I'm down underneath the car, and there is a little plastic cover here that you have to remove, and it's held on by 5 10mm bolts. So you got one there, you got two back here, so that's 3. You've got one here, that's 4, and then you've got one up in this thing here. Let's see if I can get the light to shine up in there. There we go. One up in there. So I'm going to take those 5 out, and then this little cover will come off, and then we will be able to get to that bulb. All right, let's take these 5 screws out. I've got my little DeWalt impact with a 10mm socket on there. So let's pop these out. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and you know, these 4 are short, and I think this one is a little bit longer. No, it's a short one too. So there are 5 short ones. Now let's see if we can get this little piece out without getting a bunch of dirt in our eyes. There's a little tab here that slides onto this bumper part, so it's best to pull it back this way and then out. And it does look like there's a little tab that sticks down in here too. Push this up. There we go. Now it should come out. All right, let me show you this. There is a little clip to the wiring harness back here too, right back here. So you see that it's clipped onto the wiring harness. So before you go and pull this down, just reach in here and you should be able to unclip that. Let's see how that's connected on. All right, so here is that little clip, and you can see here it's just one of those clips that pushes onto this plastic piece here. So let me see if I can just get that off with a screwdriver. So I'm just prying up on it, pushing back. Come on. There we go. All right, there you can see that just pushed off of there. There's the clip there. All right, so now that we've got access to the light, let's get that out. Okay, so if we look up in here, we'll see right here is the reverse light, and that should just twist out. So do a little left-hand twist, and it slides right out. So there's the bulb. And you can see this is just a regular incandescent bulb that I dropped. Here we go. So we're going to replace this with an LED bulb. And if I look at that, I can see that that is indeed blown. I'm not sure if you can see that the filament is gone from there. So let's get our LED bulbs and put it in. So here's our first bulb. I want to keep my big old fat fingers off of the LEDs. And not sure if I can set you up here some way where you can see. Let's see if that's good. So you can see. Now I'm going to take this and just slide it into my slot here. Go that way, this way. Okay, yeah, you have to look up in there and see which way it goes. It goes in just like that. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to test that out too, just to make sure it works, because sometimes they have a reverse polarity, and you may have to turn it around, but there you go. I've got it in there. So let me start up the car, put it in reverse, and see what we get. Now that we've got our bulb in the holder, now all we have to do is put this back into the slot here. It should only go one way. So you just got to kind of twist it around. There you go, until it pops in. And then you give it a quarter twist, and that locks it in. So there we go. Now we are ready to put our cover back on. And, you know, got a little dirt in here. So if you want to clean it out a little bit, now's a great time to do it. Not too bad. So the first thing we need to do is slide our wiring harness back onto this clip, and that just slides down on there. There we go. And you'll hear it when it kind of snaps into place. Let me make sure this harness is still up here good. Yep. And then we just put it back up. And remember, there's a little tab here that slides in. And then over here, it goes between this piece. There is a like a little tab here that it sticks down into. There we go, just like that. And then this piece slides in between. Just like that. Okay, there we go. So everything is back in place. Oops, mine came out over here. There we go. Now we just got to put our screws back in. And I like to start these all by hand, just so I make sure they get into the slots well, where they're supposed to be. Let's see, this one is not in the slot. Move it over, there we go. Pull this back. Get this one started by hand. Okay. All right, and then the last one, I'm going to use use my extension to reach up in there and get it going. All right, now I am just going to run it up with this. I'm not going to really tighten it because I don't want to over tighten these. They're plastic, so you don't want to break anything. All right, and then I'll just get a little ratchet to tighten those up with. Okay, I'll give it a hand tight. That way I can feel how tight it is. Okay. And these don't have to be super tight, just holding that little plastic piece on. Okay, so there we go. Everything's back in place. So one light done, and you just do the same thing to the other side. Okay, those are super bright. So yeah, that worked well. So there you go. That was replacing these old incandescent backup lights on our 2016 Lexus GX460 with some new LED, brighter LED lights. So I hope that helped out somebody. It was a pretty easy task. I think you can do it too. So thanks for watching. And as always, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, hey, hit that subscribe button. It really helps the channel out a lot, helps drive those YouTube algorithms to us. And if you like the video, give us a big thumbs up. That really helps out too. And leave me a comment if you liked the video. If you saw something I could have done better, leave me a comment. They're always welcome. Thanks again for joining us here on Thistle Hill Farmstead. We'll see you next time.